Hello everyone, welcome to this Sims 3 house design video. So today I am here in Plymouth Isle working on more of a house remodel, I suppose. So to give you context, I built this house a long time ago. I don't remember exactly how long ago, probably maybe like in 2010. So yeah, a long time ago. And a while ago, I went back to my old computer and I took some of the houses from that computer and, decided to remodel them. Didn't really get around to it until fairly recently. I've done two of these kind of remodels in a sense already. I think the most recent one was Wayside Suburban, I think, and the one before that was Cypress Place, if you remember those. Those were both last year, but those were remodels of old houses that I had done. Now, the reason that this house didn't have any windows or doors on it is because back in 2010 or 2011, whenever I built this house, I did use a lot of custom content. So all the windows and doors would have been custom content, and I think some of the like at least that wallpaper, I think in the kitchen, if you saw briefly, the one that's like neon blue, yeah, that stuff was custom content. And when I moved the house over to my current computer, I didn't want any of that, so I didn't bring any of the custom content with, so those objects just disappeared, essentially. So yeah, this house, didn't have any windows or doors on it for that reason, and also like some of the furniture inside was missing. I think the only room I actually had furnished in this house was the master bedroom, so there was furniture in there except for the bed, because the bed was apparently custom content. So yeah, but anyway, this is built on lot 68 in Plymouth Isle, so there will be a link in the description so you can download it, and if you want to, you can place it on lot 68. And this house was originally, I think, just 2 bedrooms. I think so. I think there's just 1 bedroom on the second floor and 1 bedroom on the first floor. The remodeled version of the house ends up having 4 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms, so ideally there maybe would have been a third bathroom, a third full bathroom, but there just wasn't really space. And I kind of wanted to keep most of the second floor under the roof here. I do kind of make where the garage is kind of like the second floor kind of come forward there, but for the most part, the second floor is kind of under the roof, which I thought would be kind of nice, kind of interesting. I mean, it was kind of in the same theme as the original house, which was kind of that way. And I do also end up keeping the original color of the house. So the house was yellow, as you can probably tell, so I did keep that. So the house ends up remaining yellow. So yeah, and I believe I keep the same roof color as well. I do try different ones, but I think in the end I keep that roof color. And here I'm actually making quite a big change to the back, because I kind of just wanted more like a look of like having some dormers instead of like a full second floor. So that's kind of what I did. But in the front here we have a balcony that's kind of over the garage, which was not there before, so I had added that in. And here on the second floor you can see I'm sectioning off the rooms. Technically the master bedroom is the only bedroom that's large enough to have a double bed in it, but I do squeeze one into the guest bedroom, so I don't know if it's actually usable. I didn't test it, but it may or may not be. The bed, I mean, may or may not be usable. So I guess that's for you to find out. But anyway, here I'm putting just a side door in over there, and I'm just kind of adjusting the front here. I kind of wanted the roof to have like a large eaves, so you'll see I end up kind of like adjusting it there. I don't leave it like that though. I do change it. There we go. So it kind of looks more interesting, although I don't leave the front part looks a bit small, so I do change that. But anyway, right here I'm just putting in some railings for the balcony or the porch, or the wraparound porch. The original house had that, so I thought that would be something I'd keep. And I also kind of did this interesting thing with the columns. So I kind of did a stacking kind of thing with the columns here. So there's no actual foundation underneath the porches, just some columns to hold them up. And actually I did 2 different columns here. So the kind of bottom ones that go from the ground are like thicker, and then I put a second layer of columns kind of on the actual porch there, so it extends all the way to the top. But that way it kind of looks more interesting, and I kind of like it like that. It's kind of cool, and that way you don't just have like an ugly just foundation edge there. But anyway, here I'm settling on the color for the outside. I went with the same yellow that was in the original house, but then instead of just like this brown stucco at the bottom, I chose these brown bricks. So yeah, but I thought the bricks looked a little bit better. I was considering changing them to be gray instead of brown, but I ended up liking the brown more, so I kept it. But here we're putting in some windows, so that's cool. Just putting those in around the house, you know, just in places here. So some down the side there as well for the kitchen there and for the garage, which is good. And I will change all the colors, of course, later on. But yeah, putting some more windows and stuff just around the back of the house here. And some doors and back doors there. There's a study in the house, which is where that back door currently is. And the house isn't huge. The main floor is just like a living room, dining room, kitchen, and then a study. And the upstairs is the 4 bedrooms. But yeah, it's not a colossal house, but I like the size of it. I think it's a good size. And obviously the result is much nicer than the original, but yeah, at the end of the video there's also going to be some screenshots of the before and after of the exterior, so you can see that as well at the end if you're curious. But you know, obviously I'd rather you wait through the rest of the video instead of just jumping to the end, but you know, you can look forward to that at the end of the video. But anyway, here just putting in the layout for stuff. I don't actually change the colors just yet, so I'll come back in a bit and change up the colors here. But yeah, so for the most part, just working on some layout and some preliminary furniture. I kind of have this weird little back door area that's kind of like a separate room. It's kind of like a mud room, I guess, but there's going to be a second door to the study from there as well, and then also kind of an archway into the dining room, and then an archway that kind of goes behind where the fireplace will go. So right now I'm working out where I want the fireplace to go because I kind of wanted one. And so I ended up putting it kind of just in the middle of the house here. So I had to work out a place for the chimney to go, and then the fireplace kind of just goes right there, centered. Pretty satisfying that it's centered kind of in the living room there. So, but I also went with, I actually did something interesting here. So I chose a fireplace that I wanted, and then I chose one that had the chimney I wanted, and then switched it out with a different fireplace because I wanted the kind of just the solid gray chimney because I hate the brick ones. I think they're really ugly. So I went with the solid gray chimney, and then switched out the fireplace to the kind of normal one from the base game. So that way the chimney, you know, looks nicer, and then the fireplace looks appropriate for the house from the inside. So I thought it was kind of a good solution there. And I also carried some of that brick into the house to go kind of around the fireplace there, and also put in a nice built-in bookshelf, which I thought was kind of cool. But anyway, here in the living room, just putting in some furniture just to get it started, and also some newer doors here, and I think, yeah, just doing some adjustments there. But I think that's pretty much it for the layout and stuff. So just doing some of the exterior colors here. So I go with just some pretty simple white windows and doors, but I also, of course, have that pop of color there with the yellow stucco. It's definitely a very colorful house. Most of the houses I build don't have this much color going on, but I thought it was pretty cool. And you know, it's kind of, I also tried to keep some of the other original things that I had done in this house. So like inside, I keep some of the original wall colors and floors. So yeah, I mean, you'll see that once we get to it, of course. Here I was looking for a roof color. I just ended up keeping it the same, and also putting in a driveway here. So I wasn't really sure what, yeah, I was going to recolor the brick to gray, but I decided not to. There's the driveway. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the exterior colors here. We're going to change the windows though. So windows and doors will all be white. So it kind of like looks pretty nice and clean. So just doing that here, just changing all of those around. I don't know why I don't do this first before I put them all in, but it seems to be a common theme here where I just don't do that. And here I'm just going around and changing the column colors and all the windows, doors, archways, whatever else. Or I guess not windows, but the doors and archways on the inside of the house here. And I'm also going to fix up the columns here. So I ended up putting the yellow kind of as a fun accent. I actually used the yellow and the brick on these columns here, so they kind of match the house nicely. And also putting in a bit of a nice white trim there at the top of the half wall. Unfortunately, I couldn't carry the brick around in front of the kind of garage area because the way the walls would kind of distort the pattern, so I couldn't do that. I had to just make it solid yellow, but I think it's all right. And here I used these nice outdoor lighting kind of wall lights there from Island Paradise, I believe. Just gonna put those around as a nice detail. I also just smooth out the lot because when I put the lot on, it kind of got messed up here. So just doing a bit of smoothing. This is kind of an interesting size lot. It's actually 35 by 35. And I think the original house was built on 30 by 30, so it fit pretty well. I had a little bit of extra space, which is nice, I guess. So this green here on the inside is actually the original green I used in the inside of the house, but I kind of took it and I tweaked it a little bit. I put in kind of more of a pattern there by using the paint texture, and then I also kind of made it a little bit lighter and more yellow, but I still kind of kept that kind of theme of the original colors here. And the flooring is actually the original wood flooring I had in the house as well, and same with the tile there. The tile by the entrance is the original tile that I had in the house before, so I did keep some of those things. And like the tile in the kitchen, the tiles on the walls, I keep that as well, so you'll see that. But anyway, here just doing some lighting and stuff basically, and recoloring some things. This is obviously the second floor landing, which I think is the first area I put actual furniture in. I don't know why. It's the first area that I fully finish is the hallway upstairs. But yeah, pretty simple, just some details on that side table there and a bit of a rug there, but otherwise I think that's going to be it for the second floor until we finish the first floor. But yeah, just doing some lighting here, so some basic wall lights, so I didn't want to like cover the ceiling with lights, so thought I'd do some wall lights. And also I think I put some lights upstairs, maybe, I guess not, I don't know. Anyway, doing the deck here, so pretty simple wood deck or porch that kind of goes around, and also recoloring the stairs here so they kind of match, which is nice. And what else? I don't know, not entirely sure. Oh, to fix that hole there in the wall because the garage had a hole in the wall, so fixing that. And here we go. So we're actually going to do some furnishing now. So here on the interior for the living room, I'm just recoloring some of the objects I already put in. So pretty simple stuff here. Doing some plants, some details. Also some coffee tables, of course, which is always good to have, and a nice rug as well. So just doing that, getting that rug color in, and also recoloring those curtains as well, putting those in as well, using my favorite curtains I tend to use in most of my houses. And what else? I think I was going to put something there, but I didn't really know what to put there, so I just didn't put anything. Well, I put a stereo in and a game console thing, and also a plant in that corner, which is nice, and a lamp in the other corner, and a bit of art on the wall. But I think I left that side of the room pretty much empty, but I put a rug there by the door, so I thought, why not? And yeah, just doing a few more details here. Nice column there in that corner, which I thought was kind of a nice detail. And what else? Just some stuff on the table, coffee tables. And I think we're going to move on now to the dining room. So again, with the dining room, I was not going to use that neon blue that I had there, so I went with more of a gray. And I also kind of kept the theme of blue going though with the dining chairs, so I made those kind of a dark blue. And yeah, pretty nice dining room. Got a nice 8-seat table there, and you have the china cabinet, also some plants. I also put in a couple extra chairs. Like I imagine, it looks like there'd be maybe enough room to fit 2 more chairs at the table if there's like extra guests. So, I put those in as well, and also a nice mirror there, and of course a rug to finish it off. So there you go. We're going to move on now to the kitchen. So the kitchen had this light blue tile originally on the wall, so I actually kept that. I changed the wall paper there, so it kind of has the same gray from the dining room, but then also that blue tile on it. And I did change the color of the cabinets because I wanted to get rid of the blue countertops used originally. So I went with gray instead. But pretty simple kitchen here. Very nice though, and very spacious. Got the double ovens, and you also have a nice dishwasher, trash compactor, nice big island there. It's a pretty generous kitchen, but also putting in some small appliances and stuff like coffee maker, food processor, microwave, that kind of stuff. And I also put in some bar stools here as well, so it's going to kind of be like a less formal dining area as well. And what else do I put in here? Just some things, I guess, some details. Oh, there's an air conditioner unit outside. That's nice. What else? What do I put in? Oh, you know what? I just realized at this very moment I forgot to put in a yellow horse in this house. Oh well. Yeah, so no yellow horse, unfortunately. But, the house is yellow itself, so maybe that makes up for it in a way. The yellow horse is there in spirit. But I don't know why I just realized that, but oh well, it's okay, because I remember thinking when I was building it, I need to find a place for the yellow horse, and I just totally forgot. It tends to happen, but it's alright. So here in the bathroom, this is just a half bathroom downstairs, so pretty simple. Just a sink and a toilet, putting in some details though as well, so putting in some rugs. Also the laundry room is right next to it as well, so there you go. Also a nice mat there in the kitchen, and some curtains, or not really curtains, some blinds there over the windows. So I think we're going to do the garage next. The garage is pretty simple, just has that same kind of stone terrain paint on the floor as the driveway is, which is something I do sometimes. And also doing some lighting here around the garage, and I'm also going to put in, of course, a car, but here I'm just choosing a wall color there, so I just went with gray, and there's the car, and also just some the general garage details I like to put in from Fastlane stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the garage. And the last room here on this floor is the study, so I'm just going to do that now. It's a pretty simple room. It's kind of a nice kind of almost second living room in a way, because there's some couches in here and like a nice bookshelf, and you know, it's a kind of good space to have, I guess. So you know, it's a good multi-purpose room. You can use it for skill building objects, I guess. But there's the desk, so there's a nice desk there with the computer, of course, and just recoloring some stuff here. And I'm also, of course, going to put in the couches I mentioned earlier. So there they are. So just, you know, just a nice kind of sitting area. It works well. It's kind of like a secondary, you know, living room space. But just recoloring some stuff here, getting in a rug. And I think that's pretty much it. I might put some plants in, actually. I think I do that. Oh, also another little bookshelf in the corner. But I think, oh yeah, a plant, and probably some more than that, I imagine. Also some objects on top of the desk there. Oh yeah, some art. That's nice. There over the desk. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So now the main floor is done. We can move on to the second floor. So the master bedroom is right here, has the balcony, which I thought was pretty nice. Also has a nice TV there, 4-poster bed. For the master bedroom, I used the original wallpaper that was in the master bedroom before I began the renovation. So yeah, I do keep that. I also keep the original carpeting that was in the master bedroom in the guest bedroom, which is kind of like an orange carpeting, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, that's the original wallpaper there, and I'm going to just choose some of the colors for the bed here. I think I changed the yellow to kind of like a dull pink, kind of match the walls better. But you know, you have the you know, nice space in here. You have a nice armoire there, a couple chairs, and the balcony is pretty fancy. And of course, there's an ensuite bathroom we'll get to in a bit. But yeah, pretty nice, spacious bedroom. By far the largest bedroom in the house, because the other bedrooms are all pretty small. But here I'm just choosing the curtain colors there, and also finding a bit of art to put on the wall. So there it is. And a rug, of course. So just choosing the colors for that. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the master bedroom. I might put in some details, but I'm not entirely sure. Just putting some lighting in, some plants, of course. And probably that's it. Oh, a shirt. Okay. Well, anyway, there's the closet. So the closet's right there. And then the master bathroom here has the same wallpaper, of course, and then some tile on the wall. And then I just kind of didn't use the original tile floors, but I just kind of made them darker there. So I thought that would help a bit, but they're still kind of a weird pinkish purple color. And also getting in the sinks here. The original house actually had the sinks in the master bedroom itself and not in the bathroom. So I fixed that with this remodel. So the sinks are in the bathroom now. You have a tub shower combination there. And then of course also your double sinks and a toilet. So yeah, putting in the details here, like some towels and stuff. And also there's some nice windows there as well. You can kind of get a view of the town center and the ocean from this house, because it's kind of like off to the side, but near the town center, kind of like near that area by the school, kind of, if you know what I mean. So you know, it's a pretty good location. But anyway, putting in some beds here, making sure they all fit pretty well. But essentially, this room here, I'm putting the lighting in. Well, putting lights in all the rooms, but the first room I put the lights in will be the guest bedroom. It has the double bed in it, and I'd kind of squeeze the double bed into a space I'm not entirely sure it will be usable in, but I wanted to have a double bed, so that's what I did. Anyway, this is the guest bathroom, or just the second bathroom. Ideally, there would be a third, but unfortunately, there's not. It's just these two full bathrooms. But, you know, it has all the same stuff pretty much from the master bedroom or the master suite. So, you know, yeah, putting all the details here. You got your tub shower and also just a bunch of stuff on the counter there. And, of course, some rugs as well. But there you go. pretty nice, pretty good size as well. And now we're going to move on to this room here, which is the guest room. Again, I keep the original carpeting from the master bedroom. So the original house had that kind of orange carpeting in the master bedroom. So I put wood floors in the master bedroom for the remodel, but I kept this carpet for the guest room. And you can see what I mean here by kind of squeezing the bed in. So it's only half a block of space on either side. So I doubt Sims can use it, but at least it looks like a guest bedroom. And, you know, it doesn't have like the bed against the wall in the kind of the corner, which I thought would be kind of sad. But anyway, you got your dresser there and a nice bookshelf, also some art on the wall. And I think that's pretty much it. A rug, well, rug of course. And there's also a closet as well. So it works pretty well as a guest room. And of course, if you wanted to, you could make this a kid's room or something. But there are going to be 2 kids' rooms already in this house. So, you know, I didn't really want to have 3. I thought that was just a bit much. So I wanted to kind of have, you know, something that looked kind of like a guest room going on. But anyway, this is the first of the kids' rooms. And of course, either of these could be kids or teens' rooms. It doesn't really matter. They're kind of just, you know, kind of all along that same theme. But yeah, this room is pretty small. I think it's the smallest bedroom, but it has a nice desk in it. I think the other room also has a desk in it, so you'll see that. But yeah, just some pretty simple stuff in here, getting in a lamp for the desk. And I also put in posters, of course, on the wall here, so just kind of overlapping them as well to kind of make it look interesting. And yeah, just some details. So nice lamp there. And what else do I put in? Clock and some other stuff, some more posters, I guess. So, you know, just doing that. But yeah, I think that's going to be pretty much it for this room. I don't know what else I'd do in here. I'd probably put some stuff on the desk and the dresser. Oh, just a stereo there. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for that bedroom. So this is the 4th bedroom. So this, again, could be a kid's room or a teen's room. It's quite a bit bigger than the other bedroom. And it kind of has this greenish color scheme to it in a way. But here I'm getting the bed in. I kind of went for these vines kind of on the bedspread there. And a very green pillow with some very green sheets. And yeah, there's a nice side table, bit of a lamp on it. I also put a desk in this room, also an armoire here too, or a wardrobe, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, there's a desk in this room as well. Also with a laptop. And yeah, also a bookshelf, which I thought would be nice, but pretty simple. Also lots of posters on this wall here. So actually I put in those kind of green plumb bob things there, I think from high-end loft stuff. But yeah, tons of posters on the walls there, and some stuff in the corner, some flowers, and a lamp there. And what else do I do? I think I put more posters in, at least on that wall there, there's something. And what else? Just some stuff on the desk probably. A bit of a lamp there, kind of in a green color to match the bed, and another radio, boombox, stereo thing, and a rug, and probably some other stuff. Also, there's the closet, and yeah, so nice little chest there as well, and some toys and things. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the bedrooms in this house. So I believe next we're going to be moving on to probably just some final details and the landscaping. So yeah, just going to be doing kind of the under roof areas next, and then we'll be, of course, doing some landscaping stuff for the house here. So yeah, just doing some things like that. So yeah, we're going to start with some trees here on the outside of the house. So just putting some of those around. I didn't really want to block like the house, but I also kind of wanted it to look kind of nice and finished. So I like to have some trees around. So yeah, putting plenty of trees in, just kind of around the lot here. Also helps it kind of blend into the surrounding area. But yeah, I also put in, I think, one more somewhere. Not there, not that, not that tree. I put that one in there. Alrighty, so just also, of course, some bushes. Plenty of bushes, my favorite ones, and the same ones I pretty much just use everywhere in the world already. So, you know, you kind of can probably already expect what I'm going to be putting in here. Use the same landscaping items basically in all the lots in Plymouth Isle, but it kind of keeps a nice theme going. But anyway, putting that stuff in here. Just kind of around the place. Some nice flowers, some ferns, some bushes, all that kind of stuff, all the usual things. And yeah, also something there for by the mailbox, and also moving the trash can. And for the landscaping here, or not for landscaping, but for the terrain paint here, I'm using mulch, actually, a combination of mulch and dirt. So I don't tend to use the mulch, but I decided to use it here. It kind of gives a little bit of a different texture and kind of color that's a bit more red. Kind of has some more texture to it than just the dirt, so I decided to throw that in as well. And I think here I'm going to tweak the driveway, although I had some weird issues with the terrain paint menu not wanting to show up. But anyway, is finishing off the driveway, making it look a little bit neater. But yeah, we're nearing the end here, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, I have plenty more house builds on my channel you can check out. And you can also check out the entire Create a World series as well. It's a playlist on my channel. And of course, you can download this house. There's a link in the description below, and I built it on lot number 68 in Plymouth Isle. So if you want, you can download Plymouth Isle and you can place this house on lot 68. So yeah, you know, that's always a fantastic thing you can do. And here, just some pretty general things in the backyard here. But yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed, I'd really appreciate it if you consider subscribing. And yeah, just doing those final things here, just some outdoor lighting. And that's going to be pretty much it. So I hope you stick around for the screenshots, and I hope that you have a great day. So yeah, bye everyone. Enjoy the screenshots.